All right, everyone. Hello, this is Tasha. Welcome to the call. This is Forex for Beginners. We host this call every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And it's basically a call where we can answer your questions, cover some beginner-friendly concepts. I'd like to just take a minute to tell you, with Epic, it's truly an Epic company. There's so much value. We have, a full schedule from the master traders and Epic University. In addition to that, because we are a part of Coach Max and Ryan DeFreitas' team, we have access to Dynasty Exchange. So make sure you're plugged into that DX Telegram, and there's also a full schedule calendar of classes going on from that team. And then last but not least, we're part of Damo's team, Impact Over Profits. And we as well have pretty much a full schedule. So there's so much value going on. Because of that, for this year, I'd like to try to make this class be a little shorter if possible. So the way it works, I spend typically anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes going over either a new concept or something important that bears repeating again. And then we normally go into Q&A. So my goal is to try to get you the most value in the shortest amount of time possible, focusing on quality as opposed to quantity, and really just kind of respect your time. And because we have so many meetings going on, I really want to give you a bang for your buck in a short amount of time. Now, if there are questions and there are things that we really just need to go over, I have no problem using the full extent of the call. But I just wanted to toss out that idea and see if we can condense it, if possible, because there's so much value and so many calls going on. So with that said, this call will be recorded. I know Sham, as part of the Dynasty Exchange group, does a trap strategy call on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5. So I'm not sure if that call has wrapped up or not. So this call will be recorded for all those who were not able to make it. And in just a second, I will post my YouTube link in the chat. So that's where all the calls, all the recordings will be posted. And just give me a second and I will share that link in the chat. And then we'll get started with what we're going to dive into today, which is an introduction to binary options. And I'll tell you all about what's entailed with that. Okay, I'll come back at the end and give you that YouTube link. So allow me to share the PowerPoint that we will use for this evening, and we will dive into binary options. So Epic has added binary options trading to its platform that started with the new year. And on the very first call that they had, I noticed that they have since labeled that class as advanced. So this call and the purpose of it is not to go over strategies and how to actually do binary trading, but it's really more of a setup. First, I'll explain what it is, just to give you some facts about it to see if it's something that you want to add to your own repertoire. And then I'll show you how to do how to create a demo account. And then we'll go into a live demo account and I'll show you some of the basics that you'll need to get started for yourself. So I will share the new slide. All right, intro to binary options. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat and I'll try to keep up with that, and then everyone can come off mute and we can see what questions you have. So binary options, what is it? Well, it's prediction based. Will price be above or below a certain price, which in the binary world is known as a strike price, based on a certain time frame? So you can choose to take a trade on the 1 minute time frame, the 5 minute time frame, the hour, even the daily. There are lots of different time frames that are available, and you will either be completely right or completely wrong. It's all or nothing. You're basically predicting if price will be above or below a certain price. So the good news is you can use a lot of the same technical analysis that you're already doing for your Forex trading. And when I pull up the chart, you'll see what I mean by that. So in terms of how you get paid, you can decide how much you want to risk per trade. And when you take that trade, then the broker is going to automatically take that money out. And so if you lose it, then the money has already been subtracted. But if you win it, you get back that initial deposit and a percentage for winning the trade. So that's kind of how it works. And there are a lot of people out there that are doing binary options full time as well. So let's dive into it a little bit more to see if it's something that you want to look into. Now, here's something that's pretty different from Forex. In the Forex world, every broker has a demo account. That's just kind of a given. It's not so with binary option brokers. Most of those brokers will require you to have a live account, a funded live account. And only after it's funded can you then create a demo account. Fortunately, Pocket Option, which we'll go over today, is one of the binary options brokers that will allow you to have a free demo account. So that's the one that we're going to use today because I think it's great for everyone to start out and demo because it's a little different. So Race Option is a popular binary broker, Binary Cent, IQ Option, as well as Nadex. Nadex is a little different, so I wouldn't recommend that one to start out with because it's a totally different format than Race Option, Binary Cent, and IQ Option. I did want to list it though because it's popular here in the US, but you have to be in the US to sign up for that one. So looking at Race Option, Binary Cent, and IQ Options, those are sort of the top ones. We're going to focus on Pocket Option. They all have, other than Nadex, they all have the same sort of look and feel, but there are some differences. I probably won't go into that today. Today is very high level. I want to ease you into it so that it's not overwhelming and that you can be able to get your demo account and kind of play around. So let's talk about what you will see. You're going to go to pocketoption.com. And once you put in your preliminary information, it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. And you're going to click on trading. Trading is this icon over here in the upper left corner. And I've blown it up a bit so you'll know what it looks like. You're going to click on trading. And you want to select on the next window, Quick Trading Demo Account. This will give you access to your demo account area. Welcome to Pocket Option. Continue to demo trading. And that will take you here. So there is a lot to absorb on this page, I know. So what we're going to focus on today to keep it kind of simple, we're going to look at this top left area here that will show us how to choose our asset, whether it's a Forex pair, whether it's an indice, whether it's a metal like gold. This area will allow us to choose our time frame. our indicators. So it's kind of like trading view, you can actually do your analysis right here on the chart. And there are even some drawing tools. You can draw your trend line, you can draw a horizontal line. So that part you'll kind of be familiar with. Then I'm going to show you this trade area where you can see any of your open trades and any of your closed trades once it's already completed. And then at the bottom is actually, and you can move this little window, it's where you actually take or place your trade. So that's what we'll cover today. There are lots of other features and doodads, but we're not going to cover that today because we just want to keep it as simple as possible so you'll have enough information to be able to open your demo account and play around with it. So keep those 3 areas in mind. Now I'm going to go to a live demo account and kind of show you around these areas. So give me 1 second. So we're going to leave the PowerPoint and go to a live demo account. The first thing you may ask yourself is, can I get rid of this black background? Some people do. Hey, Glow, how are you? Some people do choose a dark background with TradingView, but a lot of us are accustomed to a white background. Now, I'll show you where it is, but most of the trainers and educators are going to have this black background. But if you can't live with that, click on this arrow here. Over to the right, go to settings. And then if you select theme, all of these backgrounds are dark, but you can choose light theme. Exit out of that. And now we have something that reminds us maybe a little bit more of TradingView. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to that dark setting. Clicking on theme, dark theme. Okay, so there you go. Click back on my account to get rid of those settings. So remember from the PowerPoint, we're going to focus on this area here. I'm going to show you how to place your trades and just show you some of the beginner steps. So here in the upper left corner, if you click on this arrow, for this broker, here are all the assets that you can trade. Asset is just a fancy name for the currency pair or the indice or the crypto pair that you're trading. So for pocket option, you can choose the category. So here are all the Forex pairs, AUD CAD, USD CAD, GJ, we're all familiar with those. Here are, let's click on crypto. Bitcoin, Ethereum, ETC, BTC. There are some commodities, some stocks. I won't click on those. So under currency, let's say that we wanted to take a look at UJ. All right. So that's how you choose the pair. This second icon here, if I click on that, this is how I choose if I'm going to see candles. Some of you may have gone to the honors class where Tokyo Pips talks about Heikin-Ashi candles. You can choose those if you want. I'm going to leave it here on candles. And here is something important. Here is where you choose your time frame. So just like in TradingView, if you want to look at the hour chart, you would click on H1. If you want to look at the 5-minute chart, you would click on M5. So M would stand for minute, S is seconds, and the H is for hour. All right. Something else that's important this third option here, this allows us our drawing tools for this chart. So if I wanted to do a horizontal line, here we go. And once this horizontal line is here, then double clicking on it pulls up this little area here. So here I can choose the color of that line. Maybe I want to make it blue or orange. And this second icon allows me to choose the thickness. So the more pixels it has, the bigger it is. The smaller the pixel, the one means it's thin. So I'm going to make it kind of thick. And that's the important thing there. If you want to delete it, trash can icon and it's gone. So clicking on that paintbrush, again, I can do a vertical line. There it is. I can double click on it and the little settings menu comes up. Again, I can change the color. Let's make it yellow. And I can change my thickness to make it thicker. Okay, so that's what I want to cover. And then I'll just hit this trash can icon to get rid of it. That's the important part here. Now, again, this screen I know can be a little overwhelming. There are so many features here, but I just want to cover today what you need to get started, just the basics. So this area here, first, let's click on trades. So we're going to do a live trade here, just, on this demo account to show you how it works. And we're going to see it here. And then any trade that I've already done and it's completed, it's going to show up in my closed area. That's pretty much all we're going to do from this menu here. So you click on it once to show it. You click on it again to get rid of it. So we're not going to cover any of these fancier features here. Trades is the most important thing that you'll need. So first I need to decide what time frame I'm going to take my trade. So if I'm on, remember we're on the M5, we're on the 5-minute chart. Let's go down a minute. Let's go down to the 1-minute chart just so that our trade will be faster. And let's say that we're going to take a 1-minute trade. So again, the M stands for the minute. Now this time tells us how much is left until the top of the next minute. This box here, this is what's so different about binary options. You can choose how much money you want to risk per trade. So if you're not feeling too confident in your analysis and maybe you only want to risk, $10, okay? Likewise, you could, risk $100. So for the sake of this practice trade that we're going to do, we're going to choose $10. And so basically, just like TradingView, it's showing us where price is. So right now, price is at 103,785, and that's our strike price. Strike price is current price, and we're going to make a decision. In 1 minute's time, is the price going to be above where it is now, or is it going to be below? Okay. One thing that I want to cover before we actually do a trade, this icon here allows us to put our indicators on the chart. So here's where, it's a lot similar to TradingView. It's something that we're familiar with. So moving averages, we're familiar with those. I can, and just click back on the background to get rid of that. So just like TradingView, it will show you a list of all the indicators that you have. You can see on this chart, I have a smooth moving average, the 10, another smooth moving average, the 20. Those of you who have been on Shams scalp sessions will know that he recommends those smooth moving averages for his strategy. And, if you want to get rid of one, just click on X. If you want to edit it, click on the pencil or crayon. And this part, looks a lot like TradingView. You can decide, which moving average it is. If it's going to be the simple moving average, the exponential, or the smooth. And then on the styles, you can choose your color and the thickness. So that part is not too bad to understand. And I can cancel it. So you can see on this chart, I have 2 moving averages. All right, so we'll let we'll let this minute expire, and then we'll take a trade at the top of the next minute. So, we're not going to cover strategy on this call, but, just for the sake of an example, let's say that we think price is going to be above the strike price in a minute. So here, this green button means we expect price to increase. So we're going to press that one. If we thought price was going to be below where it is now, we would press the red button. So on some of the other brokers, you'll see that as call and put. Call meaning for a buy, and put meaning for a sell. So, all right, let's say we want price to go up. So I have clicked that button. Notice over here, trade successfully placed, and that is the strike price. So what I'm going to do now is click on trade. Here is my open trade. I risked $10. And I basically have, it's going to tell me when this trade will expire. And then we'll be done with this overview. One other thing that I want to tell you, and that's, the payout, 70% of $10. So if you notice, the $10 has already been taken out of my account, and we'll do another trade too. And so you can notice that right when you place the trade, it takes out however much you're risking out. And then if you lose it, the amount will stay the same. But if you win it, I'll get the $10 back plus another 70% of that. So over here, when you choose your asset, some people choose it based on what has the highest payout. So if you notice, you're in the lower percentages here. So your Euro, Ruby, that's different. Yeah, your EJ has a high payout, and so does your UJ. So some people choose it based on what is paying the most. All right, so this trade has finished, and these icons are making it hard to see where the candle is. But look at my closed trade. 0 means I did not win this trade, okay? Notice these are 2 prior trades I've taken in the demo account. These were winners. You can see the price here in green. So this 0 tells you that you lost the trade. These green values here tell you that you won the trade and what that payout was. All right, y'all. I have been talking a while. Come off mute. Tell me what questions that you have. Was this clear for you? Hopefully the next time you go to a binary options class, you can have more of an idea what was going on. So when that happens, go back to demo. And we are back. Any questions? What do you guys think? Who's that?
I have a question, Miss Taisha.
It's Tasha. Hey there, how are you?
I'm good. Hello.
Hey, Glow.
I've heard them talking about like percentage, like they only take trades with percentages. What are they talking about?
They're talking about the payout. So if I come over here to UJ is paying out at 70%. So just to make it easier to understand, let's say I risked $1 on my trade. If I win it, I'll win $1 plus 70 cents. So it's a percentage of however much you're risking for that trade. Does that make sense? So each of these assets will have a different payout or different percentage. Now, some of the other binary brokers will give you a rollover. And what that means is a lot of times you may have the direction right, but you may be a few seconds off. And you don't want to lose the trade because you're just a few seconds off. So you can roll it over and you'll make less. But pocket option does not have that feature. But I wanted to show you guys pocket options so that those who want to dive into it will have a demo account without having to fund your live account. So that's why I chose pocket option. It looks for the most part a lot like race option. And I think that's the broker that the Epic trader, I think his name was Tav, was using. I think he was using race option. Yeah, to add more time. Yeah. Um, yeah, so that, those are the basics. Now, one thing that I did, because I love to change my candle colors, if I go to, oh no, it was over here. So on this second option, here's candles, custom candle colors. So this is one of the first thing I did. So for my uptrend, I like to use a nice shade of blue. And then for my downtrend, I like to use a purple. So apply. So that's how you can kind of customize your chart, with your own colors. If you don't like that, you can go back to candles, click on custom colors, use default, and it takes you right back. So, it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but, here are the important areas that you want to focus on. Where you choose your asset, what you're going to trade, the time frame of the chart. We're accustomed to that from TradingView. Any indicators that you may want to add. Moving averages is something that we've covered, before. Some of these other ones you may not be accustomed to, but we'll definitely do some more binary options trading, and we can talk about some of these other indicators. I'm using a MACD as well. Bollinger Bands or a popular one. The alligator is just different indicators. So RSI, we've talked about that one for sure. So that's one that you could use. And then here for any drawing tools, if you want to draw your trend line, a parallel channel, a rectangle for your zones, all of those tools are here for you. And then here, this little clock is where you choose the time frame for your trade, the amount that you want to risk, and then green if you think price is going to be above that, or red if you think price is going to be below. And then you click here on the trade icon to take a look at your open trades. And once the trade has been completed, it'll show here in your closed trades. We want to see green for a winning trade. So that is what I wanted to cover for the intro. And I did it again. So click back on trading. I can click off the profile. There we go. I want to go back to trading, back to demo account. Are there any other questions? Is this a live account for binary? I have demo. This is a demo account. This is a demo account for binary. So here, when you click on trading, if you wanted to switch to your real account, then you would click on this icon, quick trading real account. So I am here with my demo. All right. Okay, cool. Cool, Zelly. Yeah. So, you really, we'll close the class with kind of considering, the pros and cons of going to binary. So basically it's Forex trading, but it's adding a new component and it's adding, with Forex, we're already analyzing if price is going to go up or down, right? Buy or sell. So binary is that same concept, but with a time constraint, But the good news is there are plenty of strategies using technical analysis that allows us to not just guess, right? So, if you're at the very beginning of your Forex career, it might not be something that you want to dive into yet. I kind of like to do binary options trading at night, especially if I'm able to scalp in the New York session during the day. So maybe it's something you want to add to your repertoire or learn about it. We'll do we'll talk more about some of the things that you're seeing on the screen. But for the most part, you know, I do like it. It's definitely a different kind of mindset because adding that time frame component, as long as you can find a strategy that works, and that's why we have our epic traders who are going to be showing us those strategies. Hopefully now you'll be able to digest that a little bit better. Awesome. Thank you for your feedback. Glad it was straightforward. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here that can kind of cloud up the screen and make it a little messy. So I wanted to keep it kind of simple. Thanks, Savvy. Thanks. Anybody want to come off mute and ask a question or have a comment? If not, we will have a shortened class today. Like I said at the beginning, I want to try to keep these class short and to the point because we have a full class, already with Epic and with Dynasty Exchange, which is Coach Max and Ryan's group, and IOP, Impact Over Profits with Dom. So there's a lot of information being thrown at you guys. So if I can give you back some minutes, I will do so. Yeah. And so what they've done is now labeled, I think his name was Tab. They've labeled his class as advanced because I think his goal is to win trades, to trade live. So he is jumping straight into strategy. So yeah, there was definitely some intro classes needed because it's just not very obvious. All right, Miss Daisy, glad you enjoyed it. Yay, glad it was simple. So there are lots of other features and buttons. I would say don't worry about them. Let's just kind of keep it simple. Choose your asset, put some indicators on if you want to play around. Choose your time frame for the trade. Choose your amount, place buy or sell, click on trade, and it'll let you know when that trade has closed. So let's just do one more before we end the call. And this time we're going to do a sell. Awesome, Lucretia. So we're going to click on sell. And notice that the money was already subtracted from my account, which is a little different. That takes some getting used to. That's not how it works in Forex. you win or lose, as you close the trade or, withdraw partial profits. So here, so far I'm losing. Price has gone up a bit. And next time I'll figure out how to clean this up so we're not seeing these icons here. So, oh, look, now we're green. We are winning this trade with 47 seconds left. We are winning the trade with 40 up. Now we're losing. So yeah, it's a bit of a different beast, binary. So we'll just wait it out 30 more seconds and see what price does to see if we will win or lose this trade with UJ. 20 more seconds. Because it's showing a 0 here, we are still losing. So, you don't have to worry about lot sizes or anything like that. You literally put in the amount that you want to risk. So that's also a big distinction between binary options and Forex. Awesome, Lucretia. Yeah, it's definitely simple. It's all or nothing, win or lose. All right, so let's go back to closed. Guess what? We looks like we won that trade. We risked 20. The payout was 20. So I'll check into that to see why it wasn't more. But yeah, we won that trade. Yep. All right, y'all. And notice the amount, the increase in the trading account. Anything else before we close out the call? I will get this recording added to my YouTube channel and I will post it tomorrow. All right, everyone, have a good rest of your night. Take care.
Thank you, Tasha.
Okay, you're welcome.